Hello everybody and welcome back to Two Turtles Homestead. Today I'd like to take you on a little memory lane journey with me as I remember my mom and talk about her a little bit. I want to share a project that I just did, that I just completed. When we moved here 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago now, we had with us Mom's old golf cart, and it had regular old electric golf cart tires and whatnot. And so when we got here in this rough terrain, Jim did what Jim does. He put some big old motor tires on there and all that. So we had her golf cart tires left over and didn't have much use for them. And I thought, well, I'll just take them to the dump. And then I thought, well, why should I just let them end up in a landfill? That doesn't anybody any good. So I did what everybody does. I got on Pinterest, and I'm a victim of Pinterest like everybody else, and saw all kinds of neat stuff that you could do with old tires. And so so that's what I did. So I fixed them all up and turned them into plant stands, and I planted some of my mom's old favorites. My mom was an avid gardener. I should say I have a black thumb. My mom had the greenest thumb on the planet. Her house was always where I took all my dead plants to go to be revived, so she somehow always revived them. So so come on along. I'd like to show you this project that I did with the golf cart tires. I think it was a fun project and turned into a nice memorial for my mom. Today we are working on the front of the high tunnel. We're going to put in 2 raised beds for flowers or herbs or perennials, whatever. So Jim brought me some dirt up from our dirt pile way down there. I'm going to put cardboard. We got probably that's probably like a 6-inch topsoil bed, and then we're going to put cardboard over the top of it, and then we're going to cover that with wood chips and then let that break down, and then we're going to border it, of course, with cedar logs. Boy, that thing works handy for hauling cedar logs, doesn't it?
3 cedars.
That's right. And so so for this year I'm just going to use it to put pots in, potted plants, while the wood chips break down, because this is really just a rocky, what is the rock that is here? Shale. And so we're building soil right here. And then I'm going to take these golf cart tires and paint them and make them pot holders. So yeah, so that's what we're working on today. No, that looks pretty good.
Might have to give us a little dirt.
Yeah.
Unless you want me to try to get a bigger one for here.
No, I think that'll be just perfect. And that'll be easy to weed eat around.
This.
Yeah. Well, I love how that one's curved to the contour of the land.
Yeah.
That looks good. Oh, that's just perfect. Tell you what, you buy you some land with cedar trees on it, you find a good use for them.
You make it work, that's for sure.
That looks good. And save all your cardboard boxes, because you never know when you're going to need them.
Leave this right here for now. Yeah, see, I'll need the pitchfork. Whew.
Can you scoochie the dirt? I can't get it. It's heavy.
Why not?
Well, I guess because I was trying to scooch it like that. Because you do everything better than me.
You just say I do everything?
All this stuff for sure. For certain. Now for the wood chips. Alright, well here we have it. In about 30-40 minutes we've got 2 raised beds in front of the high tunnel, bordered with our cedar logs, with about 6 inches of topsoil, layer of cardboard, and a couple to 3 inches of wood chips, cedar wood chips. And so I think that's going to look really nice. We'll come back and visit it once I get all of the potted plants in there for this year. Okay, a little project for my planters out by the greenhouse. I'm going to take these old golf cart tires. I'm going to clean them up. Neighbor is dialing in his rifle. Sorry about that. You know, I'm going to take these tires and clean them up and spray paint them some nice festive colors, and I'm going to use them for plant stands. In Jim's shop we have a plethora of spray paint, so I just have to choose a color. I kind of like that green color. There's some blue. I went through a crafty phase during COVID, so we got a bunch of spray paint. So I'm going to pick some good colors. All right, so here are my colors. I've got a nice green apple color. This is summer squash, wildflower blue, and silver lilac. And I think that those will be very pretty. So I'm going to let these tires get good and dry, and then we'll be back to spray paint them. Alright, day 2, finishing the spray paint on the tires. Got the master helping. So I got my workbench set up with all my flowers that I bought and some herbs. So I'm going to get these pots planted and put them in my new little planters or plant stands. So here we go. Let's see what I can make out of all of this. Got some begonias, some zinnias, got some, what is this? Lismichia. And then this is lemon coral sedum. And then these are ornamental sweet potato vines. And I've got rosemary, English thyme, peppermint, and lemon thyme. So we'll see what we can make. Okay, one down. I would say not as good as my mom's, but it looks pretty. We'll see how it grows out. Pot number 2, called an audible. I put this stuff in pot number 1 and put the small stuff in pot number 2 just because the begonia was so big. And so there it is. Pot number 2. While I'm not a big fan of begonias, my mother was a great fan of begonias. She loved them. So there it is. So we'll see how they look, and we'll see how they do. I still have my zinnias left over, so I think I'm going to do them in a separate pot. So we'll see. I got to go put them in the planters. I got my flowers planted and in their plant stands. I think they look pretty good. I think my mom would like them. Alright, last thing to plant is the zinnias. I was going to use that dirt right there. Jim has gone to the store, so I'm waiting for him to come back, because when I dumped that pot out, there's a snake in there. So I'm going to not touch it until he comes back. But okay, so here is a finished look at my front garden project, the high tunnel. Got my Mom's Tires plant stand. Got some peppermint planted. We're going to leave peppermint in a pot. Rosemary, we're going to plant in the ground next year. Got my turtle and the garden gnome. And then this has got some begonias, sweet potato vines, and I forget what that's called. But it's just a greenery. But I think it looks pretty good. And over here I got my 2 turtles. Then this has a different begonia. Also the sweet potato vines, and then some more greenery here. And then over here I've got English thyme and lemon thyme. We will plant that in the ground next year. And then these are just annual zinnias. So I just thought they were pretty and added some color. So hopefully next year we'll be planting in the ground in this once the cardboard and the wood chips all break down and create some good soil there. So that is a look at that. So thanks for watching, and hey, hit the like, share, and subscribe if you like this content, and we'll see you on the next video.